Just warning you guys that I'm gonna be talking about witchcraft, what it is, well, some of what it is, and also Christianity. And please know that I am not trying to bag or roast Christianity or have anything against anybody having different beliefs than I do. These are just thoughts, okay? So take it as you will. Let me just make sure I'm getting it correctly, because it's not making sense to me, and I'm not sure how it is to you. So, we were raised on, like, fairy tales and, women who had powers being evil and locking other women away and stuff, just so a man could come save them. Kind of like how, this was after witchcraft began, which was 35,000 years ago, and connected many groups of people. Anyways, kind of like how two men, Dominican monks, published a book called The Hammer of the Witches. And this installed fear in all of Europe, and witches were then murdered. So thanks to these guys that installed a bunch of fear into people, and gave them a handbook on how to hunt witches, 60,000 people were murdered between 1400s and the 1700s. The Witchcraft Act of 1753 luckily gave witches some slack, which was only going to jail or being fined. Which wasn't appealed until 1951, which is not even 100 years ago. So, right around the time those wars were happening, right? But just because they stopped being able to just persecute someone for witchcraft doesn't mean that there is not many people out there still trying to hunt witches. For example, the United Nations report stated that 20,000 people were killed during 2009 to 2019, and between 2010 and 2021, 1,500 in India. But those are just the ones that we know for sure. Now, I'm just trying to make sure I get this right. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not judge. God is a perfect God, but He's a jealous God? I've never heard of anyone except for Christians being possessed. Anyone? Don't even get me started on what they did to the Vikings. I'm pissed off about that shit. Anyways, and you're probably like, what? What does, like, men have to do with women kind of thing? It's not really that. It's more of a, like, witches are people who connect to the earth, to deities, to spirits, there's many different types of witches. They mainly want to just connect with their land and bring a change positively, unless they are using protective magic, which probably is what every curse is. I mean, we don't just go around cursing people if you don't deserve it. Okay? And let me use a metaphor to explain. If somebody's coming to punch you in the face, are you going to let them punch you in the face, or are you going to protect yourself? You know what else is crazy? All of the Christian holidays are just modified versions of the Wheel of the Year. The holidays that the witches 35,000 years ago celebrated. Like, it just... Easter is Ostara. Halloween is Samhain. Christmas is Yule. I could keep going, but we don't have that much time. So, spells. Let's also talk about them for a second before I let you go. Spells are actions that manifest into a desired outcome. They involve candles, enchanting words, or crystals, or herbs, which are plants, and fruits. So that means that when you're singing from your hymn book, you're enchanting. And when you're drinking the wine that's made from grapes to a certain deity, you're doing spells yourself, sir. I've already said a lot, so what I'm gonna just leave this at is witches don't really sound like the bad guy to me. Do they to you?